which is a chapter present in the New Oxford Modern English Book 6. So here are the two videos of the complete exercises. This is the part 1 in which we are talking about the comprehension. Answer the following questions. What do we learn about Nicobobinus in the first paragraph? We learn that Nicobobinus is an extraordinary child who stuck his tongue out at the Prime Minister. We also learn that he lives in Venus and that he could do anything. Who is Rosie? Rosie is Nicobobinus's best friend. Why don't people pay attention to what Rosie says? People don't pay attention to what Rosie says because she is always having wild ideas. What two things does Rosie suggest that she and Nicobobinus should do? Rosie suggests that she and Nicobobinus should pull up every weed on his doorstep and discover the land of dragons. When do the children go on their adventure and what do they take with them? The children go on their adventure the next morning when it is just starting to get brighter. They take buns and lemonade with them. Who do they meet on their journey? Say, what happens at each of the two encounters? They meet the night watchman and the dog on their journey. The night watchman tries to stop them from going on their adventure. Rosie trips over the dog and it barks at them until it notices the buns and starts to eat them. How does Nicobobinus escape from the man in the orchard? Nicobobinus escapes from the man in the orchard by doubling himself up and going backwards as fast as he could. So the man's legs are knocked from under him and he lands in a pile of leaves. Then he hides in a shed. How does Nicobobinus get out of the well? He squirms through a long, narrow passage made of stone. These questions are more difficult. Discuss them first. What shows us that the man in the orchard doesn't really want to break down the door to the shed? The line that shows the man is reluctant to break the door down is right. I'm going to break this door down, said the man, and then, because he knew he would have to repair the door himself, he added, do you hear? Also, he bangs on the door and shouts, but does not break it down. What are the thoughts Nicobobinus has as he is falling down the well? For each one, explain what you think he is feeling. You may come up with your own ideas. The thoughts Nicobobinus has as he is falling down the well and some suggestion for what he is feeling. People may come up with their with other plausible ideas. Number 1, bother. He is annoyed, shocked. This line explains this. A rather unkind thought about his best friend who had instigated the whole expedition, and it involved her dangling over a snake pit while numerous fierce dragons flew at her chanting. He blames his friend and wants to get back at her. In the second line, this is seen. The third thought that Nicobobinus has is, suppose it's a well, a deep, unused well with slimy, slippery sides that you could never climb and icy water at the bottom that is starting to feel worried and frightened. Thank you.